Hi guys, this is Sveta from Home Staging Step by Step. And I've been thinking, and also some people are asking questions about how this COVID-19 situation is affecting the residential real estate market. And everybody is very uncertain about what's going on, whether people should be selling right now, should be postponing, whether anybody's going to be buying. And so everybody's asking all these questions. And of course, their responses are uncertain. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen. But I've done some research. So I am a home stager since 2006. I'm not a real estate agent, but I've been involved in the real estate market for 14 years now. So I've been looking at it as well. Obviously, it's impacting everybody, me included. And I wanted to understand what the prognosis is and whether it's something that's short term that we're living through, or it's something that we should really be concerned about. And we're going to be going into another recession down the road. Nobody knows, and that's the answer. But I've been doing some research and reading some articles, anything that I can find. And there's something interesting that I've discovered. And there is a National Association of Realtors, and it's an organization in the United States. And they've conducted a flash survey, which was done on March 9th and 10th. So, of course, it's a week ago, so things might have changed since then. But it's basically good news. So, let's look at some facts. So one of the fact is that there has been, the banks have been giving people mortgage break, and also the rates, the interest rates have been reduced, and that is actually stimulating some people to go out and purchase their properties now. So people who are serious, and there are always serious buyers out there, they still will be buying properties because maybe they have sold their own houses and now they need a house to live in. Also, surprisingly enough, sellers are putting, which were maybe thinking of selling later on, are actually putting their houses on the market now because they want to take advantage of the lower mortgage interest rates when they purchase their new property. So that's having an unexpected effect as well. Let me just look at my notes here. So on one end, we have lower interest rates, which is stimulating the real estate market. But on the other hand, we have the stock market that's dropping. So some people are getting scared and uncertain, especially if a lot of their wealth was within the stock market. That might be not so good news. So overall, it seems to kind of balance itself out, and I'm going to be giving you specific percentages that came out of this National Association of Realtors survey last week. So you have both. Some people are delaying, so maybe if it was not something that's super urgent or super important, and some people are delaying their buying or they're selling, but some people are actually going ahead and are hurrying to buy or sell to take advantage of the lower interest rates. And so as of global situation, it seems that there is not that much change yet. Now, of course, it can change at any time, but I'm just giving you the numbers as they were statistically shown as of last week. So let me give you some real numbers now. So basically 88% of sellers at this point are showing no change in behavior, which means that they have not taken their listings off the market. They have not changed the price on their listing. So the prices are not going down. And a lot of people are asking me that, whether they're going to be losing money. Well, not necessarily. So right now, 88% of people are not doing anything. I guess they're just kind of, let's wait and see. There is actually 9% of increase in sellers in the USA because they can take advantage of the lower interest rates on their next property. So there are more people putting houses on the market. And there's only 4% so far of people who removed their houses from the market and are waiting it out. So that means that maybe people for whom it was not really urgent, who can wait it out, maybe they decided to stay in the house, or maybe they're going to put it back on the market in a few months. So, but it's only 4% of people who changed their plans. So far the market is remaining very stable. Now, in terms of the buyer's approach, the same thing. Over 50% of the buyers are not changing their strategies. So people who are shopping, they're still shopping. So maybe they're shopping differently though, and that's something that I'm going to address in a minute. But basically, over 50% of them have no change in their behavior. And actually, 37% of buyers are more excited by lower interest rate than they're scared of the stock market dropping. So that's very good news. And again, the buyer interest, people who are serious, I really maintain that there's 78% of buyers who are not changing their buying strategy. So that means that, you know, whoever was just kind of shopping around and just to see what's out there, maybe for the future, well, these people maybe are dropping out of the market. They're not going to see houses. But people who are serious are continuing to shop. So that's not changing. So that's great as well. And there's 13% of people who decreased in terms of their buying pattern. And those are people who are not really serious or not really in a rush anyway. So you're not really losing anything because that's not the people you're looking for to buy your house. And so overall, the good news is that 88% of the sellers are not changing. The buyers are not really changing. Now, what did change? There's one thing that is changing, and that is specifically the open house practice. So a lot of real estate agencies and the boards are either canceling temporarily completely the concept of the open house, because, you know, a lot of people can come in at the same time, or they're reducing their practice of open house. So for example, they might just let like one group of people in at a time, and there's specific behaviors that sellers are requesting from the buyers. So about 25% actually only have changed their requests so far. But what they're asking people to do is to use hand sanitizers and remove their shoes when they walk in, and basically not to touch anything. And that's very understandable, so that makes sense. There's only 1% so far of home sellers who are restricting physical presentations of their house. So it's a very, very insignificant percentage. But what is happening is that we're seeing a lot more virtual presentations, which is a little strange because I mean I think it's very difficult to buy a house without seeing it, if you can see it. But it is understandable also. So maybe as a first approach, what's going to really change is that the real estate agent is going to be doing a virtual tour of the house. Maybe we'll see a lot more videos, and maybe we're going to see things such as FaceTime, where the realtor is going to the house and showing the potential clients, pre-qualified clients, you know, hopefully they'll be serious clients, and showing them the house in the virtual reality, so with FaceTime or any other real-time applications. So that is something that we're starting to see already. But my point is that I think it's becoming even more important to showcase your house and to present it in the best possible way. And this is what people are asking me, you know, what they should be doing right now. And I think that the faster you get your house prepared and the faster you stage it, even if you're living in it, maybe you just done things you're going to change is maybe you're not going to be home when you have presentations, showcasings. Maybe you're not going to do open houses, but instead it's just going to be by appointment only, and you'll make sure that your kids and yourself are not present when those presentations are taking place. So yes, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but the first step is still the same. You still need to attract, you know, the buyers to your house, and only the serious buyers will come, which is actually a good sign you're going to be wasting a lot less time. So how do you attract those buyers? Well, if you're going to have more videos, more photos, and a real estate agent walking through your house showing people on FaceTime, it's becoming even more important to have something that looks amazing, fantastic, and it shows how good your house looks, because people are going to have to start taking more decisions based on the virtual presentation. So you have to impress them even more. Now, how do you do that? Well, it's still the same. It hasn't changed. So you still have to prepare your house for sale. You have to stage it, and then you have to make sure that it looks fantastic for your real visits or virtual visits. So I think this is what you should be doing right now. If you are at home, if you have any extra time, and if something you've been procrastinating on and you're not really sure, whether you should be doing it now, I say go ahead. This is a perfect time to prepare and stage your house. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. It doesn't have to be thousands of dollars. Whatever is missing, and if you're scared and you don't want to go out to stores to shop, today you can get everything online, whatever little accessories you might be missing. So I will be running a home staging budget planner workshop to help people plan and budget their home staging project, and it's going to be happening next week on March 24th. It's going to be live, so if it's something that you're interested in, please go on my website, homestagingstepbystep.com, and you can register for it. And if you have any questions, please contact me. I will be very happy to answer them for you. This is Sveta from homestagingstepbystep.com, and I hope this gave you some answers. So don't wait, just keep doing what you're doing.